We're good. You're live. Everything's live.
Like the video's on? Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Son of a Boy Dad podcast, live from Barstool HQ3.
Just a normal episode, but somehow there's a ton of fanfare.
Tons.
People are acting like we're about to board like Apollo 13.
I know.
You guys excited to get up there?
I mean, I was very excited to hitch my wagon to you two.
Very funny. Very funny.
Very funny stuff.
We're already on a roll. The chemistry between these three is just through the fucking roof. This could be like the next Opie and Anthony if we really wanted it to be.
Wow.
So, I'm definitely going to be praying on other podcasts downfall.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That's the only way.
Well, now we have access to like the back feed, so we could just delete the yak from YouTube if we wanted to.
Just steal their thumbnail.
Yeah.
We'll be good to go. Francis is in this bitch. Welcome to a more permanent place on the show.
Boy, I'm excited.
Let's think if this is more of a tryout.
No. It's already been set.
He showed me a different rendering of the logo without you in it.
Oh,
says.
hell no.
I've already written out how I will use this in my contract negotiation
Oh, yeah, me too.
with Dave.
That's why you need to have a visual representation on the show, on like the logo when you click on it on Apple i fucking tunes or whatever. I think that a lot of our early podcasts like always featured someone's face so they could claim ownership of the show.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
ours
good.
kind of does too. It's got our faces on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably rework
No,
the logo.
we changed our logo.
Let's do it again. Rework
Hell
that.
no.
Let's rework that puppy.
We could
That
get you
old-
like we could put you in the description of the episode.
Well, I still want people to be misled into thinking that they're tuning into a two-headed dragon, and then they're like,
There's three
"Wait,
heads of the
what?
dragon.
Who the fuck is this third guy?
Who is
Who's
this other
this
dragon?"
guest who's here every episode,
We'll see.
and
You
why
never know,
is he?
you know, You make it 133 episodes, and you're like, I'm here every episode.
Why is he
then you
improving
miss
the
one,
show
and you
so
get a-
much?
Different reputation around the office
Well,
as the guy who misses every episode.
Yeah.
Higher ups start contacting you, asking questions about your work ethic.
You did have perfect attendance, but now you're fucking.
Now I'm the guy who misses.
Now you have a
constantly.
punch card.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
it's like a coin toss. It's like, is that guy going to be here or not? I kind of like it. I like having a little edge like that.
yeah.
Like, holy shit, I hope we can do the episode today.
Did you see that he wasn't on the episode? Not this week, but the week before.
Oh, which one?
Lil Sass wasn't on when Colin was in.
Is that right?
Did you get a cut?
What?
Did you get a haircut?
Can you stay on? Let's stay on this column episode you missed.
No, I don't want to talk about that at all.
You just brought all this up.
Yeah, I
You
was
brought
just
you missing
busting. I was just
episode.
busting chops.
All right,
busting my
we
own
can bust chops. We can bust chops. I don't mind busting chops.
How is this? Is this going smoothly in the back end? They don't believe it's live.
What can we
Fucking
say?
We could
assholes.
say some really bad words.
Yeah.
What would hold? What's like today? What's like a born on date of your kombucha or something like that?
I don't think that's gonna help us.
1/20/24. Are we doing this in the future? Yo, what the fuck?
All right, now we're cooking. Now we're talking.
What the fuck is this? I think that we got a lot of unplanned promotion for this show by having
Mr. Hitchings. I mean,
Yeah.
he attacked.
Yes.
He released the nuclear codes on us.
Yeah.
And then
He
I
was
didn't
not
know, I'll be
pleased.
honest, I was kind of like thinking bad thoughts about Mr. Hitchings in my head. I didn't know he was so well connected with the higher ups because instantly after he makes that call, we get a call from the big man upstairs and he's like, he's right. You listen to Mr. Hitchings when he talks to you.
You think he's here for no fucking reason?
Yeah, exactly.
And who threatened him?
And who threatened him?
Yeah, that was an elite day. I think for an hour I was smoldering mad.
I was just wildly uncomfortable.
But then I got over it, and now I think it's very funny and actually helpful. The fucking studio's falling apart back there.
Should we tell some of the users audience members who do not know who Mr. Hitchings is what happened? Because I feel as though that's probably a funny
Set
thing.
the table a little bit.
Tell them the story a little.
So we've said for fucking months that we're gonna do this live show
Mhm.
at some point. Yak is gone. We have some time during our week. We want to do more and invest in this brand, Son of a Boy Dad, which I think is like 3,000 followers from getting that plaque, getting 100,000.
Yeah,
like,
we've
we're
been
on
sitting
that.
there for a while.
But that's
though.
I feel like we could
A
use this
long
as
time.
I can't wait
What?
for us to post that picture.
Really? We got a lot of subs today.
We're gonna
Fuck
post
yeah.
that picture of the three of us on our Instagrams, just the way that Roan and Pat
Pat
Bev
Bev
did.
do. Well, they did great promo.
Yeah, they did.
But
But
they're also always filming in like fucking like alleys in the middle of the suburb or in the middle of the city of Philly.
Rugged but like classy alleys.
Yeah.
There's
You guys film your podcasts where like they film like the Bakugan commercials that are on Nickelodeon, where they're always playing like Bakugan and they're in the dark alley.
It's
in a
like where
city.
a mob.
You guys
hit
don't know
would
what
be
Bakugan
orchestra-
is, do
no,
you?
I have no idea.
No.
But I was gonna try and pivot to something else that are
Or like a Nerf gun commercial. You know how those
Yeah.
commercials, they're all
A
like
Super
those
Soaker
toy commercials. They're
commercial.
always in a fucking
someone's
dark
going
alley.
down a chute,
Yeah.
like you're going through a vent, crawling through a vent.
Yeah.
We record our podcast from the Ninja Turtles lair.
I must have missed all those shows when I was busy helping out the column episode of Son of a Boy Dad.
Were you helping it out?
I was standing outside laughing.
And he was feeding jokes too.
Mhm.
Was he there?
Oh yeah, Francis, you didn't even watch?
No, I watched the beginning.
Why not?
And they were making fun of me too much and it hurt my feelings, so I turned it off and I downvoted it.
We said you're built like a wino.
I know that was funny. I saw that
because you do always put your arms out like that
when I'm on
simultaneously,
stage
or just at any time,
or just in general. I'm like Tony P. I got my move. What is his move? The arm cross? The arm roll?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like Tony P from the Bakugan commercial.
Bakugan.
There will be people out there who know Bakugan and live by Bakugan.
Of course, there will.
Bakugan was one of the coolest toys as a child.
What the fuck is it?
I believe the Bakugan was the one where it was like a ball and you would roll it and when it would hit a magnet, it would expand like a transformer.
Obviously Japanese.
They were all Japanese.
All the toys were always Japanese.
Yeah.
So,
Beyblade.
but the so Nintendo, fucking Suzuki's, the motorcycles. So we always were going to do an extra show of the week. We were
Yeah.
always going to add a show, and we were trying to figure out when to do it. We've kind of figured on Wednesday afternoon because if we're going to record on Monday, there's enough of a runway between the shows that we'll be able to have kind of new stuff to talk about by Wednesday, but it won't be so late in the week when everybody's checked out. You put out a podcast on a Friday,
Come on.
it's fucking falling on deaf ears.
No one's
That's
seeing it.
self-destruction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's self-destruction. Or if you put one out like
At 5 p.m.
yeah, exactly.
5 p.m. is crazy.
And so that was Sass's like one like barrier. He was like, I need to be home with my family by
Well, I tell
5
my
p.m.
wife every day before I leave, I say, I'll be home for dinner. You don't wait up.
Cook up the pot roast.
Yeah.
You fucking take your hat off
Exactly.
the hook, put it on like a private
And I
eye.
signed here. I told Dave, I said, as long as I'm home with my kids and my wife.
But the
by
other
5
part of the
p.m.
deal was you need to be in by 8:30 a.m. and you
That
haven't
is
you didn't
true.
live up to that for the column episode. You're just leaving. So we wanted to have this extra show. We didn't know exactly when it was going to be. Some people wanted us to push it to a different time. We kind of stood steadfast. But as that was all happening, these other shows were bubbling up and snatching up.
Well, there was also a massive controversy around all of the podcasts started gathering about time slots.
Right, and people were snatching up time slots like it was tickets on the fucking
Exactly.
Mayflower. Like it was the last helicopter out of Saigon.
Yeah.
Dude. People were furiously trying to grab up time slots, and we weren't really part of that conversation. Nor
No.
did I want to be. That was like the
No,
worst looking
Exactly.
drama
Yeah.
of all time.
We're kind of like the cool guys of Barstool, and we don't really play by
Yeah.
that shit. So we were like, we're just gonna do ours wherever the fuck we want to do it.
And-
Turns out, not allowed. Not allowed at all
I've realized why neither of you wanted to sit in the middle.
because it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
head
have to
snapping.
turn my head to
Yeah.
both of you like I'm a tennis referee.
Exactly.
I tried out all the seats before I got in, and I liked the middle, but I knew the tennis referee thing was
God
going to
damn,
happen.
bro.
But then I tried Sass's seat, and he's like disproportionately close to the camera, so he like looks really big, like when the Bidens visited the Reagans,
No way.
or when they visited Jimmy Carter. Have you ever seen that picture of the Bidens next to Jimmy Carter, and they look like fucking miniature people? They look like they're from
Joe
Jesus'
Biden
time.
standing next to his dog. You ever seen those photos?
No, it's the
He's got a
perspective's
fucking
crazy.
wolf as a dog.
Oh, he's got a big bad one.
Big ass dog.
Damn, I need to see that one. It was in the Bakugan commercial. That
Yeah,
I
well, must
missed.
have been. They must have snuck it into the Bakugan commercial.
Do you know that for all those years that he was in the Senate, he used to ride the train, I think, almost every day
Yeah, 'cause he's
to and
autistic
from.
and he's like obsessed with trains.
Is that right?
Yeah, he like isn't that like his big thing that he's obsessed with trains?
I'm a big fan of trains.
You're a little autistic as well, so that's not surprising.
Well, it means I'm really good with math.
He likes times a lot.
Yeah. I love my trains.
Also, the train is not like what was he taking? The Amtrak?
Yes.
That's not like slumming it. The Amtrak is more expensive than like a first class ticket on Delta.
Look, I wasn't saying this for any reason other
No,
than
you're
to
trying
tell you.
you're trying to blue pill us over here.
No,
Telling us about how Joe Biden was still taking the train.
I
when he was
wasn't
working in the
saying
Senate.
what a
Like
common
Jay-Z's on his way
man.
to his concerts.
Are you supposed to be famous?
I think
I'm the next president. You're talking to a future president of the United States here.
I'm not even gonna get mad at Sass right now because I think the odds of him being on the show next time are pretty slim.
Yeah.
So
If it's too, we were gonna do 9 in the morning once we got in trouble with Uncle Tim.
That was my record. I was like, let's do 9 a.m.
Yeah,
Let's,
you're
let's
like,
do
let's
a
do a
morning,
morning
show.
show.
Yeah,
I would have been down.
I would have done a morning show. Get some donuts, get some coffee.
You would have gone in, been in at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I was up at fucking 7 this morning,
No way.
What?
grinding.
No way.
Yeah,
You were scared that you were going to be late for this show.
no, not at all. Never once was scared. I actually ate a nice lunch before coming in. Lemon pepper chicken and broccoli and carrots
Oh,
and a little rice.
that is nice.
Where'd you get that from?
Factor.
Oh, nice. You're on
Yeah,
that now?
Big on the factors.
Good. I'm glad you're starting to take care of yourself a little better.
This annoys me.
I've been
This
worried
will be
about
the end
you.
of the
This
show.
is what this is actually about. This is an
This will be the
intervention
end
for
of the
fat
show.
sass.
I spend a lot of time worrying about you.
Dude, fatness really sneaks up on you like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
You have you go around, you tell everyone, dude, I'm getting so fat, and then one day you're just actually fat,
Yeah,
and you're like,
joke your
well,
way
it was
into
yeah.
and that's why we put you close to the camera so you look proportionately massive, so you can kind of get the Hall of Mirrors wake up call
Yeah.
that you need. The
Yeah.
carnival
One day.
mirror.
One day you have Adam Friedland on your podcast, and all the comments.
They
saying,
really were.
Whoa,
dude.
what the fuck? When did that guy gain 400 pounds?
They really were.
Well, this is what I've noticed is that from your neck to your chin,
There is none.
There's
yeah, but that's
not
when
a
it's
whole
always,
lot
That's
of-
when it's all that's crossing all the lines right there.
it's not a whole lot
I'm
of
well
shape.
aware, and that's been the biggest insecurity of my life
What's going
forever.
on there?
No.
That's why faceball guys can't really get that fat.
Who?
Faceball guys that can't grow a beard, you have nothing to cover up all this
Oh
shit.
no, exactly.
If you
I
could just
know.
grow a little like neck beard or some shit like that, just a little
yeah, like Hank.
Yeah.
Well, Hank's got the same kind of thing going with the jaw.
Oh, Hanks is way
If
worse.
someone
Yeah.
told you to carry a grapefruit between your chin and your neck as part of some country fair relay race,
Which they do.
you wouldn't be able to do it.
I'm well aware.
There's no space. There's no nook.
I'll find something about you, and I'll just fucking dig into
Yeah,
it.
come at me, bro.
Francis
Be
has
good for
prepared
you.
his whole life for this.
Like how you scored a 5 on that hole, and not a 4.
Oh, damn. Well, you'd know the difference between 5s and 4s. That's where you've been trafficking your whole life.
That's right. Got his ass.
Silence your phone,
I
brother.
don't know why
Let's
it's
try and
going
be
off.
professional. Jesus
Charles Schwab
Christ.
himself.
Answer if it's Chuck.
Fucking ass.
Answer,
Bet-
Chuck.
Oh, this is an international wire I sent. Should I take it?
Why are you wiring money internationally?
Hello?
We are live.
You have to say you're live, or else we'll get sued.
You have to say your account number or else we get sued.
Yeah, this is me. Can I call you back? I'm sorry, I'm on a live podcast right now. And if it's about that international wire, that's fine. I just wanted to okay that. Okay, I'll call you back.
Perfect.
Thanks.
So just call him back.
Bye.
Sounds like it was not about the international wire.
It was definitely.
He was like, hey, we'll wait for the call back because you're going to want to be not on the
Rich
air for
people's
this.
banks call them way differently.
Mhm.
Pat Bev's bank called him one time when I was with him, and they were like, "Hey, that money you have is kicking ass in the stock market. If you like it, if you ever want to do more, like let us know. But you're doing fucking great right now. No negative call. No, we need this. No, we need to verify this. No bill calls or anything like that. It's just like things are going great for you. Keep it the fuck up, brother.
Yeah. When I set up my bank, when I set up my LLC at Chase, they like they were acting. I told them how much money I thought I was gonna make this year, and they were like giving me cards from like the fucking managers of the bank.
It's a different
being like,
bank. Rich
yeah.
people go to a whole
And
different
then-
bank.
Let's just say I have not even come close to that number, and they have not called me or contacted me once
Yeah, I
since
mean,
then.
they're probably aware that you skip episodes of your own podcast, and your chances at a raise are just getting thinner and thinner.
That would be hilarious if they were calling me and they'd be like, "Why weren't you on the podcast last week?" Yeah.
Hey, we're doing our background check.
We're gonna downgrade your account to a lower
This is
status.
a C minus.
Just the
certified.
customer service person's accent is getting thicker and thicker.
Oh man, that's funny.
So
That's
why
a
are
good
you
joke.
doing an international? Why are you doing an international bank transfer?
So this is a funny story a little bit. When we were in France, like probably 3 weeks ago, a month ago, for a wedding, my wife is now in interior design, and they have a very kind of big time like antique fair there.
Mm,
It's like the world's nicest flea market.
mm.
And it was actually cool. We went. I'm not a huge fan of those things, but this one actually was pretty impressive.
Because like, what are the chances you come home with something from something like that?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for like knickknacks, funny salt shakers, things like that. Just some little knickknack.
You'd be like,
And
where'd you get this? Flea
Yeah.
market in France.
nice story.
Ultimate flex.
And unfortunately, the knickknack thing turned into more of like a massive problem where she spotted a dresser, like a cabinet that she was in love with, and it's massive. I mean, this thing is huge.
And you're gonna ship it from France?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
How
and
much
dude,
did it cost?
the dresser. So the story was it had been sold the day before, and the guy who ran the stall that had it was on vacation, but they all help each other out. So like we went to the neighboring stall, and that guy was like, "Yeah, let me know. I'll call the guy for you." And he was saying like, "I can't sell it to you. I've already sold it. I sold it to a good customer of mine." And I was like, "Well, what would it take?" And he was like, "Well, if you paid cash and you paid 1,000 euros more than that person did, I'd be willing to tell them, I had to take the offer."
Damn.
And so we did. So I think I spent the dresser itself was 4,000 euros,
Jesus Christ.
and then the shipping was 2,000 euros.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to stop buying shit like that.
Well, yeah.
But
I
if his
mean,
wife's in interior design, you have to buy stuff like that. She's a very talented
Why don't
interior
you say, let's
designer.
get you
you.
started with a nice pair of plastic dressers? Just
You
the
can't say you're
box
an
that you
interior.
slide into another piece of plastic.
You
That's
can't
what I
have
have.
IKEA bins and be an
That's
interior
what I
designer.
use. I use the IKEA bins, and they are great.
dude, the world of antiques is pretty there's I think there's some value there. Weirdly, like I genuinely think that by us shipping this thing over and getting it from this place in Paris, and it's got this like origin story and all this
Is
bullshit.
it old?
Yeah, it's from the 1960s.
Pretty
It's
old.
rattan, and then it has these hand painted flowers on the front. I can show you. I can show you a picture. Anyway, point is, if we took this and then we brought it up to the Hudson Valley, to a town like
Beacon or some shit.
Beacon, yeah, which is an antique capital of New York,
Mhm.
Hudson, places like that, I bet you we could fetch a pretty penny for it.
How many euros?
Maybe make
10,000. Sell that thing for 10,000.
that'd be.
So you guys are in the
sick.
you're flipping shit now.
No, we're keeping this one. But everything I buy at this point in my life, I have to justify buying it by saying, well, I could potentially sell it
Sell it for more.
for either more or hold its value.
I'm the opposite. As soon as I've bought something, it's automatically a sunk cost. I don't even consider returning things.
But no, neither do I. But isn't that how most things are?
Sunk cost?
Yeah.
A lot of things are
A
boats,
car.
cars. As
That-
soon as you drive it off the lot,
Yeah.
it loses tons.
But
of value.
Rolexes, Birkin bags, those types
Yeah,
of things.
You got a
Fucking,
lot of Birkin bags and Rolexes.
I'm saying I don't. I'm saying as soon as I buy something, like I'll buy 2 pairs of pants and try and like figure out which one actually fits my weird shaped body, and then I'm not sending back the other pair. I'm not going to return the other pair for whatever this $70.
no, especially in New York.
I'm actually at a point now.
Having to go back to the post office to mail it back to
Yeah.
some fucking business.
Forget that.
we have
8 hours.
dormant.
But I'm having
a
such a
doormat.
hard time. I'm having such a hard time making rent as a result of how expensive this dresser was, that I'm actually going to probably sell my Rolex.
No. Are you actually?
Yeah, I think I am now.
Should we set up a
No.
GoFundMe or
No.
something?
No, Francis.
I have to sell it.
No.
I have
Our rich
to.
friend is selling his Rolex.
Please
set
help
up a-
him.
let's set
I
up
don't
a
know what else to
GoFundMe.
say.
Let's
We're
use the GoFundMe to buy the Rolex, so you can, and we'll give the Rolex back to you, so you can get the money from the GoFundMe and you get to keep the
We
Rolex.
can
Well-
make one of those like sad commercials.
look. Let's put it
like
this
your
way.
Rolex is in a cage.
Right
Sure,
now we
we'll
have
Your Rolex is in a
1,000.
cage clawing to get out.
We have 1,600 viewers of the show. If every one of them
$5.
gave
What would $5
$5
$5
be?
for the
a
episode,
lot of money.
I'd be able to keep my Rolex. I'd be
We're
able
gonna
to
need
keep it.
$5. Get those donations going, and let's get the subscriber count the fuck up, because that
Venmo.
will also we
Yep.
can sell the plaque for. We can take that to a pawn shop.
Venmo is at Francis Ellis. You are helping a good cause.
Run it up. I found out today that Nate has like a fake guy that like has a Barstool Nate Venmo that just like tries to get money from people. And Nate has 13,000 followers on Instagram, and this guy has 7,000 followers on Instagram, pretending to be Nate, and it's all pictures of Nate.
That's hilarious.
So I followed the guy right away, and I'm like, bro, do you need some money?
That's so funny.
I'm gonna kick him some money just because Nate was like, don't follow this guy. If he asks you for money, he's like a grifter. He's trying to steal money from you. So I followed him right away, and I'm gonna give him money for sure.
I love that. No, I'm being a little bit jokey about the
What is
the
this?
Rolex.
Why are you touching my foot?
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Just talking to you.
Yeah, get in
Who was
there.
the NBA player that did that? Did it Michael Beasley or some shit? An NBA player? He like massaged the guy next to his knee, and he's like, "My bad, I thought it was my knee."
That's crazy.
Did Blake? Oh, Blake Griffin did that.
I feel like I'm pretty aware of where my body is at all times.
Just hold that thought for 1 sec. I wanted, the reason I'm actually thinking of selling the Rolex is because my nephew, he's my sister and my brother-in-law are, they're they don't make a ton of money, and my nephew has shown a lot of talent recently in he's a dancer, and they want to
like
keep
real
him,
or like TikTok.
no, really, like
Real
classical
dancer? Okay.
and ballet and stuff like that. And he's shown a lot of promise, and like the classes are super expensive, and they're up against some like kind of hard times. And actually, my brother-in-law and my sister are both members of the union, and they're on strike right now, and they don't want to go back to work because they don't want to cross the picket lines, stuff like that, and just be a betrayer to the cause. And so in order to keep giving my nephew a chance at achieving his dreams and staying on that path and seeing like where it could lead and find his potential and stuff like that, I'm thinking of selling the jewelry and pawning it, and then helping him stay in the classes.
Bro, this just sounds like another GoFundMe. Let's just
Yeah.
get these GoFundMes and stack them up, because that's an actual thing people do GoFundMes for. Get the kid to dance camp type of deals.
It's funny. I just realized I'm
Sounds
actually
like he's in a little bit of a Footloose
I'm
situation.
I'm mistaking what's happening to me for the plot of Billy Elliot.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's
Forgive
Billy
me,
Elliot.
I'm so wrong.
No,
It's Billy Elliot.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking of.
Billy, that's definitely Billy
I
Elliot.
can't believe you didn't catch on.
I've
Look at
never
this.
seen
These
it. I don't know.
dancing feet. No.
That would be hilarious if your nephew had to like run out into the woods to dance in private.
Have you never seen Billy Elliot?
No.
Have you
To
seen
be
Billy
honest,
Elliot?
I know the plot
based
of
on
Billy
how you
Elliot.
just
One of the
described it, I will
best.
probably never watch it.
Spectacular movie.
Billy, it's like a little boy who like wants to dance.
Yeah, he's a brilliant
I want
dancer,
to dance.
and his dad wants him to be a boxer.
How are you a brilliant dancer? Has there ever been a brilliant dancer?
Yeah, man.
Like Michael Jackson, I guess, was a brilliant dancer because he created the moonwalk.
No, come on, brilliant.
That's brilliant.
It's talent. It's talent like anything.
Are you talking about like
I feel like you could be a
a ballet type of dancer or something like that? Like, are you brilliant because you can pick up choreography quickly, or like you can?
yeah. That's what sounds like. The choreography sounds like more of a brilliant skill than actual the dancing. I guess a lot of dancers probably do come up with their own choreography, though.
I watched-
which is brilliant.
I watch the Red Bull dance competitions, and those
are cool.
Like
are
Red Bull,
fucking-
the energy drink.
Yeah, like the break dancing like competition.
What else would it be?
I don't know.
What other Red Bulls are you in reference to here?
You mean
I don't know.
the basketball team? The basketball team from Chicago? Their dance
I just
team?
didn't know that Red Bull had a dancing.
You don't have to
competition.
denote the color when you refer to the Chicago Bulls. We all know their color. They're red.
The Black Sox or the White Sox. Oh man. So anyway, TJ Hitchings' dad finish off that story. The 18 tangents that we had going.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He was pissed, but Rico never was pissed. I want
No,
that
talked
on
to
the
Rico
record.
multiple times.
Who did? Oh, you did. Yeah. Everyone, we've like been in lockstep with Rico for the entire time. We ran the times by him. He said he was going to be in Chicago this time. So Mr. Hitchings was going to bat for Rico, but
Rico told me that
didn't-
Mr. Hitchings DM'd him and was like, "Let me
He's like,
know
I
if you
got
want
your
me-"
dirty work, boss.
No, seriously, he was like, "Let me know if you need me to fall back."
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Rico was like, "Fall back." He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You say the word if I'm crossing the line. The word.
The one thing that I did, like, at first it was like I saw the tweet and I was like, I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't expect it to be Mr. Hitchings, but I saw that's like I knew people were gonna say something about Rico's show, and then I was like, yeah, there's really not any times available with like all the
Literally,
live
there's not any
shows.
times available.
Yeah, and then the threat one is the one when I tweeted like I'm gonna connect you with Gaz because I just thought that was funny to say. And then when he said, "Is that a threat or a joke?" That's when I was confused. Because like, in what scenario would that ever be a threat? Because he doesn't work at Barstool. Like that's the equivalent to like if like a homeless person
You saying you're
was
gonna
mad at
fire me,
Mr.
Sass?
Hitchings. Yeah.
You're gonna try. You threatening my job now at this point? My livelihood? How I
It
feed
wouldn't
my
make any-
family?
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense. Like if Gaz is mad at Mr. Hitchings, that's not something he should be like. He would be like losing sleep over. Like, am I gonna have my job in the morning? Right? Like that's where I got lost.
Yeah, I
guess
didn't know
I'm on
what-
Dave's radar now.
That's the last place you want to be.
Mhm.
And that's when I fell back because I was like, this is just now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, but Owen had a great come
Yeah.
over the top and said threat. It is a threat.
Oh, it's a bad boy. I couldn't tell how it could have what the perception of threat was. Loss of job,
That would be the only threat in tagging Gaz in anything.
or Gaz reprimands him, puts him on like gives him a DMCA strike or some shit
guess.
like that, or like puts
Or
him
like
on,
Gaz fires
suspends him.
TJ in spite of Mr. Hitchings.
You know what is I realize in all of this, the gulf between Mr. Hitchings' involvement in Barstool and my parents', I would say, awareness of even what I do for a living. My parents don't know where to find me on the internet.
No.
They call me all the time and they're like, "Well, we know you were just down shooting a golf thing for 4 days in North
We're checking
Carolina.
the golf channel.
Where can we find that? Where I found your Instagram, but I can't find things." Imagine like that's where my parents are at, and then you got Mr. Hitchings being like, "I wish Barstool Radio aired on Fridays as well,
Yeah.
because I used to enjoy watching it 5 days a week instead of 4, and if only Kevin's schedule were more flexible to allow for it."
It is preposterous. He is he's tapped in. He
Yeah.
truly is a fan. But you're the only time your parents talk about what you do for a living is like the disappointingly at the country club being like, "Did Francis ever wind up as a doctor?"
That's what my parents are like, "So you didn't end up selling any tickets in Ontario?" And then they're like, my dad will be like, "You got to step it up. You got to."
We saw the statements.
Yeah.
Maybe some more social clips.
Yeah.
Get the social interaction
You're
up
like,
a
have you
little
thought
bit.
about crowd work clips? 'Cause I think it's time.
I got that young Matt Rife kid. You cut your
Yeah.
hair and start eating less, you'd be fine.
Your
You'd be
mother
just
and
like
I are
him.
heading into the city tonight to see Matt Rife.
We thought there was a lot of stuff in his show that you
Yeah.
could learn from, that you could borrow from.
he fixed our marriage.
We went home and had the best sex of our lives after a Matt Rife show.
Matt Rife said your father was doing a lot of red flags.
That
That would be nuts, dude. Seeing your parents in front row at a Matt Rife show.
Y'all fucking still?
Yeah.
He asked me what I
baby,
do
why
for a
is
living.
he treating you like that? Baby, come on.
Your mom
Talking to
baked
my mom.
cookies for
Yeah.
Matt Rife. But surprisingly,
He's
it's
gotta
wetter than
treat
she's
you
ever
better.
done. Yeah. Sorry, I won't talk about your parents getting wet or not. About how hard your dad is after a Matt Rife show. Just the
That'd
extra
be
tea
odd.
that's coursing through his veins after seeing Rife on stage.
You gotta. I mean, I'm assuming most dudes leave that show being like, I gotta get my life together. I gotta start eating some more broccoli.
Hmm.
And they
Gotta
just
fix
see
your
that
Rife.
jawline hit the stage.
Well, I was going to
Blinding.
ask. Speaking of jawline, does your dad have
Yes,
this
he
too,
does,
or
yes.
is it's hereditary?
Yes.
You got to get buccal fat surgery like Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Did. Yeah,
You ever see that game where they pass?
I have.
the grapefruit.
I think I've done it at like a beach game.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really think you could even participate in that.
You're
You know?
stuck to the egg toss. You'll be at the water balloon toss.
What the hell are you talking about? You got a little fucking meat on those bones yourself, brother.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm tittied up to the socks, especially on
Don't act
Mondays.
like you're down to 11% body fat.
Yeah, I'm trying to pounce on from fucking Francis's point of view, but dude, it's been bad news for me, dude.
What happened to you?
Especially on Mondays. I'm so bloated, dude. I just look so fat faced on Mondays, and that's when I do all my recording. I'll draw it in
Why
a
do you
little
look
bit
fat
too.
on Mondays? Because you've been drinking.
After a
all
weekend of
weekend?
drinking, just like the bloat that comes after
He
several
is to
days of
drink
drinking.
every single day.
Then the
So now
bloat
you're
is
always
you.
bloated.
Disperses.
Yeah, you're always bloated
Yeah.
constantly.
You floated up.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad news. But Francis will never know the horrors of having titties and being skinny fat.
No, he'll never have any idea the struggles of that.
No, but
and then
I'm
the
not,
fact that even if I do work out, I'm still fat. 'Cause
There's
That's just the way that my body is.
I don't think you're
You
working
think
out
you got it
hard
all
enough.
You think you got it all figured out?
I think you go to the
Take
gym.
a walk in my shoes, brother.
Ugh. I think you go to the gym and you lie on the mats and fuck around on your phone.
I don't go to the gym, so you lost me already there.
Well, you did at one point.
3 years.
You know who was full of shit? The fucking body positivity people.
Yeah.
Like 4 years ago, who were like, it's fucking, like, it's big is beautiful. It is, but you can't be
It's
like,
not.
I like.
There's nothing beautiful about big. Let's be honest.
No, I think it's sometimes, that there's plus size models that are smoking hot for sure, but you can't be like, I'm happy the way I am, and then as soon as Ozempic comes out, you're jabbing up.
Yeah.
You're taking double doses.
If you really believe that, then you have to stay fat.
Yeah, but that's what that happens. People get mad. People got pissed when Adele got skinny.
Because if you get skinny, then you are you're doing that to shame the people that have come to your
you're ashamed of how
side.
you look and how you feel.
Right.
Like you could go and apply for Ozempic, and your doctor could like pull up some tweets and be like, "Fucking big is beautiful."
Yeah.
Sorry, sister, you're gonna have to hang on to
Give
that.
you a
thing.
reverse Ozempic. Is there a reverse?
Just getting off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just giving a bunch of fat girls just
Yeah.
steroids. Yeah, HGH. Dude, I'm taking this a lot, and I'm getting like way bigger and angry. I've been really angry lately. That would be hilarious to just swap someone with that.
I watched a clip of a guy. It was from a show. It was 600-pound life or 3,000-pound life. I don't know. I can't remember what the number was, but it was a big number. And this kid, he was a redheaded kid. Have you seen this kid?
No, I don't watch that shit.
Why not?
I love it. I love it.
Too real.
And he can't. He doesn't put clothes on. He's naked all the time because it's too hot for him to wear clothes.
Yeah.
Those guys got to be fucking cooking.
And he just plays video games.
Their AC bills
all
must be just
day.
through the roof.
Yeah.
Con Ed, when summer rolls around, just $10,000 a month.
Because their temperature is raising the temperature of the room, so the AC has
The
to
AC
fight
is literally
against it.
sucking the humidity off of their skin.
Mr. Freeze. But he doesn't put clothes on, but his belly is so big that he actually is not indecent naked. Like you can't see his penis because his gut hangs low over his private parts that even though he's naked, you know, he's not.
It's like a loincloth.
Yeah, that's a different level of fat when you just got it. It's just swinging.
Yeah.
Like your stomach is at your knees.
Yeah, that's where it was. And he sits on his bed and
they get their dick sucks and they got to like grab it up.
But there is
pull it
always
back.
someone to suck their dick, though. Like
Yeah.
they always have an enabler who will not only buy them Dominoes, but suck that sausage.
That was his dad. It was his
it?
dad, and he said, "I love my son. I'll give him what he wants. See, the food is too much. It's too much, but I love him. I can't say no."
No,
and
you
then
just hate confrontation. You don't love your son.
and then the son was like, "I'm not the one going out and getting the chicken fingers. I'm not the one."
He
doing
blames
it."
his dad.
Yeah, he did. He did, and I was like, "You ungrateful."
There's nothing to eat around here. That's all the guy brings in.
Yeah, and then he got like he's like lunch is here, and it was a massive bag of McDonald's, and they had like a fish fillet and then like double cheeseburgers, and he took the top bun off the fish fillet and the bottom bun off of the cheeseburgers, and he created this hybrid mutant sandwich of land and sea. and
Landon C.
and ate it together.
That's
it-
actually a sandwich.
It
The
was a
Paul
surf and
Revere
turf.
special.
It was a surf and turf.
Yeah. So he created the Land and Sea because McDonald's dropped that like a year ago. It's literally called the Land and Sea, and it's like a fish fillet and a burger.
Come on,
I swear to God.
is that really?
So they must have watched that show and been like, "That's actually a fucking good idea."
That's where they go to. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Like, fuck a genius at dance. This man is a
Yeah.
fast food savant.
Bingo,
Yeah.
bingo, bingo. Yeah, the dad was selling his family jewelry to keep his kid in food.
Yeah.
But he just plays video games all day, and it's his happy. And
it sounds like he's living a good
he
life.
didn't look unhappy
No,
at
he's
all.
probably happy as fuck.
He didn't look unhappy at
Lunch
all.
is here, and then it's just the Land and Sea waiting for you in the kitchen. I would be so fucking pumped.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
the
"Let's
dream.
go."
But then the dad handed him the bag, and the kid's looking through the bag, and he's like, "Well, I got bad news for you." He goes, "They got your order wrong.
No.
You're not having lunch." And like he didn't give his dad any of the food.
Oh no!
He
That's
punished
when
his
it becomes
dad?
a problem.
his
That's
dad-
when you just got to put the son down.
His dad
When he starts
hadn't-
stealing the family's food.
hadn't brought home any extra, like it was all his food, and they didn't throw his dad's food in there, and he wouldn't share what he had with his dad.
That's when you need to stab your son like Arnold Schwarzenegger with the Ozempic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
in the neck, and he just
Yeah, like it's
goes to
Narcan,
sleep.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, in the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry anymore.
It is crazy that it's a needle too, dude. That is fucking
Ozempic?
insane. That
where does it
everybody's
go? The
just
ass or
on
the arm.
or it might be on like
Oh, I think it might be thigh.
the thigh or
Yeah.
some shit like that. Like it is not that different from doing heroin.
Yeah, I mean, all
You
needles.
wind up skinny as fuck. There's fucking needles just littering the streets at all times. It's a fucking. I don't like needles like that. It goes into the tummy.
Oh, that's
It goes in
fucked
the
up.
belly button. What the fuck?
Well, at least the holes will be fresh when they have diabetes.
And you don't even know what's in that thing. People are
Mm-hmm.
really getting that thing. You don't even know it's really what the ingredients are.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people are taking. I mean, like a large amount of people are taking it.
A
Yeah.
large amount of people.
A lot of people at the office.
I could see you getting on it.
I got no reason to.
Why not? What do you mean?
Can you stop touching me?
When people are like, you stop doing Ozempic and you get fat again, it's like,
It's
yeah, like
keto.
if you stop eating good, you get fat again, or if you stop exercising,
Yeah.
you get fat again.
keto, that's like keto. Keto, you blow up like a fucking balloon the second you get off of it.
Yeah, and it makes your breath fucking stink.
Does it?
But I guess you
It's
get
terrible for your organs. I know that.
Is it?
Yeah.
But at least you get to have like,
Sausage wrapped in bacon.
Yeah,
and you're
and
like,
wrapped
I'm
in
being fucking
cheese.
healthy.
this is healthy as fuck.
Mincy posts and he's like, third slap stop of the week. Just a massive plate of ribs.
I'm off the sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that he's down all these pounds. It's like
I mean, it works.
life. But then he said he stopped at I think a casino or something, and they brought him out a free like 40-ounce steak. And I'm like, come on, dude, come on.
But that's what it
man.
is, dude.
What?
They'll literally eat like hot dogs wrapped in bacon with like avocado on the side. And they're like, I'm really getting my life
Keto.
together. Finally.
Only chips he's eating. I don't know. I was trying to make a casino and chips joke. It didn't come together like I wanted it to.
That's okay.
I got it.
That's okay.
It didn't really land the plane. Are people subscribing? Let's get these fucking subscribers up, dude. Don't fucking play with us, dude. Let's get these subscribers going. We need this plaque.
Tell a friend.
It would be a big
Damn.
it would be a big flex for Francis to come on and we get to 100,000 right away and you could be like, I did that.
I
Look at the
did it.
Francis bump.
Look at what he brings to the table. Plaques on plaques on plaques.
I mean, I technically brought most of it to the table.
Yeah.
50,000.
You guys would have to
subs.
start calling me
50,000 subs
Plaxico
before we started the
Francis.
pod.
Plaxico Francis.
Yes, 100%. Plaxico Francis.
Stop touching me.
I can't.
It's so goddamn annoying.
I love touching you.
I hate it so much.
I know.
What was this
I want your big ass hands on my feet.
on his dainty ass
It
thin
makes me feel
shoes?
uncomfortable.
His thin ass stupid shoes.
These aren't stupid shoes.
They're pretty stupid.
These are like the
to
heart of
play-
America.
You wore those to play golf like a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, and I almost beat you, and I haven't played in fucking
Weren't
a
even
decade.
close. 8 strokes on 9 holes. That's a wide margin.
If I went to the range twice this week and we played on Friday, I would destroy you.
That's not true.
It's probably not true. I gotta stop saying shit like that.
Yeah.
It will come back to bite you.
Yeah,
Someone
because
will
I
call
did
you out
say
for it.
before I was like I could beat anyone in the office, and then I went out and I was like, oh, I didn't know Frankie was actually good at golf.
Oh, the guys who golf every day are actually
Yeah.
pretty good
I
at
didn't
it.
know Frankie was actually good at golf.
Even your original like Barstool video was you being like, Dana, if you ever
Yeah,
want
I
to play
know.
golf,
That was
you
tough
know
to
where to
see.
fucking see me.
Yeah, I was
And-
so young.
Yeah, you were so
I was a
young
child.
and so thin
Not like
faced.
now.
No,
I
you
know.
could have fit like a fucking sleeve of grapefruits between your chin. It was fucking
I
an
know.
incredible difference. Now things have. I mean,
I didn't like how I looked then though. I looked freakish.
Yeah, you're a heartthrob.
I looked like a skeleton.
You're still a heartthrob.
You have great hair.
I know I do.
It's amazing how feathered and layered it is.
Thank you.
But that actually comes with a lot of work. You know, he uses gel on that.
I don't.
yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Old Spice.
I figured he needed some kind of zhuzh.
He
Oh, you should
uses
see it if I have no hair gel, and it's crazy.
uses mayonnaise on it.
It's literally I have to use like car wax.
He uses Miracle Whip, throws it on
And
there
it's a whole process that took years
to
learn how
perfect.
do.
Are you due
And
for
then
a
people will
haircut?
hit me up and they'll be like, "Dude, brush your fucking hair."
Mm.
And like, if I brushed my hair, I don't know, like, what would you want it? It would literally be like slicked to the side.
That is a funny ass look when you do it though.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. You used to just take like funny, stupid, silly pictures and just post them online.
Yeah.
And now you've resorted to like writing out and thinking of your jokes, which I
It's
don't
way
like.
better.
I like the old one. I
No,
like a
the
little
old
physical
stuff.
slapstick comedy, like
Slap it up.
Three Stooges type of vibe. Francis, how was the rest of your day yesterday? With you had 2 contentious videos come out on Barstool. Was that stressful for you?
Yeah, I took a Xanax when it was still light out.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You were on Xanax last night?
No, after you're right. After my shows,
Oh, I was
yeah.
gonna say.
Taking Xanax while it's light out, or like you're not going on a plane that day, is crazy.
That's
behavior.
crazy. It's crazy, but I was just like, the world is
I'm about
on
to get a
fire.
refill.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got a big refill.
Want to just throw me a couple so I don't have to call my doctor?
No, call your doctor.
No,
They
we
do not like when I
call.
call.
We need more.
They get real bitchy about it.
That's a more
They're like,
merrier.
why do you need so much?
Well, how much are you asking for?
Dude, they give me like 3 pills, and I haven't gotten it in over a year.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got 60.
No, I get Ativan, which is not even close to Xanax.
This isn't even a drug. It's basically an over-the-counter drug.
But I'm getting it because I want to get it because I have such a busy week next couple weeks, and I know I'm going to need it at some point. I know eventually the walls are going to come crashing down.
Yeah, the walls were coming in last night. World was getting very. Have you guys, by the way, did you ever see that movie? Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, is that the
With Harry
Harry
Styles?
Styles?
It kind of got panned.
Oh
but
no, I
actually-
didn't see it. I just know of it.
But I thought it was really, really good. I actually really enjoyed it.
Is it a fuck fest?
Not really. Oh, there's some fucking in it.
Is there more fucking in that or an Oppenheimer?
Well, it's the same actress who's amazing. But probably
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. This is a sexier movie for sure.
Is
than
she nude in
Oppenheimer.
both movies?
I can't remember if she's nude, but she's definitely there's some moaning and
you
groaning.
can't remember if she's nude.
Well, because like they do
How would you
scenes.
forget if she's nude?
Well, because in this one they do sex scenes, but it's like maybe she's wearing a bra or something.
So did you? So you don't
Maybe?
know if there was a nipple.
I can't remember.
I would remember
And
so easily.
Do you know why I can't remember? Because it took us 5 separate viewings to finish this movie.
you're saying it was good? That's
was
usually
really
a sign
good.
that it sucks.
Yeah, that's
No, we
probably why
just-
you thought it was good.
No, we
Did
suck at watching
every time you
movies.
watch it, you start it from the beginning.
No, I don't
Dude,
have
you got a-
fucking
you got a bad attention
Alzheimer's.
span.
Well, life got in the way. We kept falling asleep, but
Yeah,
it,
it's the
You were
Xanax.
taking so many Xans. Yeah,
They're in
You
outer
kept
space.
falling asleep.
They're like future in 2008.
You guys are
dude.
both off the fucking Hulk bars.
There's just double cups on a French dresser.
Francis's doctor gets him those green big ass Xanaxes, the ones that look like they're in the fucking what are those candies that people have?
15-minute warning. Healthy debate starts in 15 minutes. So
Shut
Got
the fuck up, Meek Phil. Shut
oh
the
damn,
hell
Meek
up.
Phil,
Goddamn.
You have
damn.
some fucking set of balls, dude. Get the fuck
Damn.
out of here.
You gotta get a lock for that
talk
door.
about a fucking buzzkill.
Well,
the
the
point-
boss ass Meek
Yeah.
Phil.
well,
By the way, there's a
who
scene.
presses your Xans?
They're small. They're pharmaceutical.
Is it
Oh,
the
okay.
cartel?
I'm not buying them in Washington Square Park.
That's what I tell my doctor when they won't give me them.
that you're going to
I
go
go,
buy
I'm
them on
going
the
to Time.
street?
I said, all right, then I'll just go up to Times Square and try and score some smack.
So you threaten your doctor.
I just want to see Francis in like doing a TikTok with 20 Xanax on his tongue, like a Drewski video, like
Yeah.
having them all on there.
Have you ever accidentally taken too many?
No,
No.
I don't fuck around with Xanax.
Sounds like you do.
No.
Talking about taking it while the sun is still out.
Dude,
Well, as I said, the walls were closing in.
Yeah, the walls were closing in last night. Should have seen Francis at the stand. I
Yeah.
just don't know, man.
Fucking smashed it.
Yeah, he definitely smashed it.
Kept coming back up, checking to see where Harry was at, because I was downstairs and he wasn't.
Oh, no, was he outside?
He was.
No, I had to leave to go do another show.
Yeah, he'd go do his free show.
He was outside shouting across a bunch of homeless dudes that were playing golf with milk cartons or some shit.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was doing an outside show there and I almost got into a fist fight with a guy?
No.
This was like peak COVID
Yeah.
and outside.
Weren't you doing
shows.
one where the cops showed up?
While
you were on stage?
Was
Yeah,
I?
I've seen a clip of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a rooftop show.
Yeah.
And the cops came up
Yeah.
while I was on stage. But this one, there's the audience, and then there's sidewalk, and then there's the performer, and then people are still walking through the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what the fuck? This is a comedy show happening. We don't
yeah.
care. And some guy walked through, and he was probably like 54 years old, and he was wearing like cargo zip-off khaki pants that could become shorts.
Yeah, I love those. I used to rock those all the time.
The type you would wear on a safari or
Yeah.
something. And then he had a tucked-in shirt, a T-shirt that just said Republican.
That's badass.
It was the only thing. It just
Yeah.
big words, Republican. And he goes through, and I just went, Republican. I couldn't even help myself.
Yeah.
It was like,
It was so obvious that you had to point it out.
yeah, it was like in those old commercial jingles where they have the bouncing ball across the words you're supposed to sing along.
You just read it.
Yeah. And he stopped and turned, and then the audience is here, and he goes, that's right. And if you're not, you're ruining this country.
Damn.
All right.
And I said something like, okay, and then I think I said
Well,
something.
this is the height of COVID too. Times were tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said something like,
Those are fighting words.
Oh, big time.
maybe you'd be more comfortable if you turned your pants into the shorts or something like that. And then he said something like, well, you're losing your hair.
Oh,
And
dude, it sounds like you're losing this battle so far, to be fully honest.
then he started walking towards me.
Oh shit.
And I'm standing there with a microphone. This isn't an audience member. This is just a
Yeah.
fucking civilian
Yeah.
who's like taking umbrage with the fact that I'm like now treating him as part of the show. Want to shut that?
Fucking piece of
Fucking
meek
madhouse
Phil, piece
here.
of stupid
Yeah,
shit,
it's fucking crazy.
bastard. Thank you, Owen. He's a good man. We need that type of energy.
And then Adele came out, rushed over, and like started pushing him away or something. Like that.
the Odell, the
The-
Ozempic
The
Adele.
one who
manager of the
people were
stand.
mad at for losing weight.
Yeah.
And I was like, where did she come from?
I had a bad one out there.
She said hello from the
This
other
was
side.
like
Yeah.
over a year ago. I was out there and I was doing a show, and a group of cool teens walked by.
Oh, that's the worst.
And one of them stops and he looks at me and goes, "Ha ha ha!" And everyone is just
Sounds like you boys are
silent.
0 for 2.
And then they keep walking, and then he did it again. But now it's a good joke to make when I do shows out there, because everyone's like, because I just say that story and everyone laughs.
Yeah, but then they think you're the teen.
Why?
That you're just like the guy. There's a full circle because you're 19 years old.
I'm not 19 though.
How old do you know?
22.
When that happened?
A while ago.
How many years ago?
This year.
Wow.
I don't think that's true. I think he's kind of he's making stuff up a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah, that cannot be true. He's
I
way too
agree.
young. He would have a full beard like a grown man.
If you were 22, you wouldn't mind me putting a little
I
Well,
hate it
Paul.
so much. Why are your hands so warm?
because I'm
It's like
hot.
your hands take up almost my entire leg. It's so uncomfortable.
He's got big, beautiful mitts,
It's so.
You
You
have
have like
to-
abnormally large hands.
No.
but they're
Like, you're
strong.
You're like that picture of the dude holding the Bud Light can, and it looks like the Bud Light can's this big.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
No, he has
Yeah.
muscular fingers. He has there's muscle at all parts of his body, not like us thin-fingered
Yeah.
boys. Some people have.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
Little
right.
piece
What are
of
you
that
talking about?
Sausage fingers on you.
You're
piece of that
calling these
kneecap.
sausage fingers?
Yeah.
This
Get
is
the
a
fuck
beautiful
away
hand
from
right
me.
here. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. This is a lovely
You're
hand
speaking
that I
the
have.
truth, brother.
No, it's a good ass hand that I have.
That's the thing about this live show is we do not hold back from the truth. We'll
Yeah,
say what
not
we want to
afraid.
say, and hey, if YouTube doesn't like that, we'll go straight to Rumble. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, we will go right on the Twitter broadcast directly on Twitter if we need to. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. We'll say whatever the hell we need to.
Gotta
That's
get on
right.
Twitter.
Joe Biden is trans.
Whoa. Don't disrespect our president like
That's
that.
what I was told.
Earlier, Sass called him autistic, and I don't even know if I've ever heard that about him.
About him being autistic?
Yeah.
He's
What-
probably not autistic, to be fully honest.
What happens if I take this? If I hit it? Is it nicotine?
Yeah.
Oh, pass that around, bro. Let's get fucking ripped on the tube.
Take a little whack of that. Let's tube it. I've never done this before. I've never hit one of these things.
Put you in outer space,
That's
brother.
great.
It'll really get the tingles going.
I fucking hate those things, man.
Like you never done them. Jesus Christ. It's
Let me
water
rest my
vapor.
hand on here. I need to rest my hand.
Get your clammy hands off of my leg.
All right, one more hit though. Let him get one more hit.
Does
Hell
that not
no.
hurt? That doesn't
Uh,
hurt you?
It's an acquired taste.
It goes right to my head, honestly. It goes right up to my brain, into my brain stem.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
yeah.
It's strong.
Feeling it.
It's good.
I can't.
I gotta
believe
quit them though. I'm gonna get off of them soon.
You should
My
stop.
mom
that.
always calls me and she goes, "Stop vaping now."
Really?
And I'm like, "I am."
What type of propaganda is she seeing to make her think that you need to stop?
Matt Rife.
Probably Matt Rife.
Does he say not to vape?
Probably.
Baby, what are you doing to yourself?
Baby, you're ruining that beautiful body.
Baby, look me in the eyes. You're worth more than that.
You need to smoke some pole, baby. Damn, he's.
You're killing yourself, baby.
Uh,
And the crowd's like, "Oh."
Did you hear that he said he stayed up for 9 days straight?
Matt Rife?
Yeah.
No.
He said the record's 11 days straight. He stayed up for 9 days straight. He says the only ways that he can ever sleep is smoking on that ganj. So maybe he's not off those, but he's definitely off the weed.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
The record is 11 days straight. And you know
He's
what's
a weed
something weird
smoker.
is that apparently your body can't store sleep. So like the dude that stayed up for 11 days straight, they like took him to the hospital after, and he just slept for like 8 hours and was just like fine the next day. Like literally, he was like, I just felt like back to normal.
It just
Or I think
immediately
he might have slept
reset,
for like 14 hours or something like that, and then he was just like good.
which is a normal night for LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
LeBron's
sleeps
getting
like
14.
I'm pretty sure he sleeps 14 hours a night.
That's great. I mean, it makes sense. Lions sleep 20 hours a day.
Do they?
Yeah,
How do you know that?
you better be. You're lucky that they're not.
He's
awake
never
for
been on
longer
a
than that.
safari, bro. He's never seen a lion in
'Cause
the
that's
flesh.
like a dude has like a motivational speech where he's like, "Lions sleep for 20 hours a day."
You don't know
And
that.
he's like,
You
"They're
didn't
awake
go.
for 4, and those 4 hours that they're awake, they are working."
Do you
That's
think?
not true either.
Do you
I
think
know,
it? Do you think it bothers him that he didn't go on the safari, nor does he live in the same building that we do?
I know. He has to have him so
Sounds like
fucking
Rowan
pissed
on a
off.
way better safari than you, though. Not to be that guy.
You haven't seen his picture with the gorillas, dude.
Fuck gorillas.
Why would you say something like that?
Because it's true.
It's my honeymoon.
It was
Sounds like you had a
beautiful
shit honeymoon.
Don't you
No.
don't you dare it. You're gonna have to sit him down and show him the still photos
It's a
because
magical time. Why
that's
don't
the only way that you'll be able to appreciate it is if you see the still photos.
Yeah, why don't you come over for dinner some night, Harry?
I actually enjoyed the hell out of seeing the still photos that you showed me, and since then I've tried to show people still photos of my safari, and they're always like, "All right, what else are we doing?" Like, no one gives a fuck about my still
It's 'cause
photos.
Your videos are like cat or like fucking big ass animals being ripped to death.
That's pretty cool. We didn't get to see that really. I actually do think Rowan had more action on his safari. I think his safari was better.
No, if you're judging it by action, then Dan Rappaport had the most action.
What
dude.
did he have?
He had fucking zebras being you see their throat get split open and you hear them crying like fucking.
Oh, I don't want to see that
dogs.
shit. I like animals.
I do too, but you're always trying to get us out for steaks. You're always trying to take us to the casino for free 42 ounces for the fat
I would kill
T-bones.
for a free 42 right now.
I know, and
Should
a
we get
good
some
one.
steaks? Let's get some steaks
I gotta go to Philly.
tonight.
Yeah,
Why? What the fuck are you doing in Philly?
opening up for Column.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
At
Helium.
Elium?
I told him not to.
Don't. Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I want to go. I asked to go.
You didn't show up when Colin was in studio.
Well,
Now
I
you're
like
suddenly
hanging
going
out
to
with
show
Colin.
up.
I like doing
Driving
stand-up,
to
and
Philly for him.
Helium's awesome.
Can't even make it to the office, but he'll drive to Philly.
You're taking
soon.
the train down.
Yeah.
You're staying overnight.
Now
How are you getting back?
midnight train.
Damn, is there
To
even a
Georgia?
midnight train
Yeah, 12:11.
to Georgia.
to Georgia? Even on a midnight
Doesn't that
train?
suck?
Yes, badly. It's impossible to get home from the train station at that time too.
No, not in New York.
We got back, or it's just it sucks dick. It's just like annoying to get home
I'll
late
just
at night
Uber.
in New York. I guess you could Uber.
We
I
have
live pretty close to there, so
we're so close to 2,000 concurrent live viewers.
But how do we get new, different people who aren't on,
It's,
who aren't already
clips.
watching? These people.
clips and a lot of
Clips.
them.
We need clips.
210 a month.
Flip these clips. If you're watching the show, the onus is on you to be making clips.
Yeah, that's
of
what we
us.
need. Is we need one of those podcasts where the fans just make clips. That's
Yeah.
like those are the big podcasts.
Mhm.
That is the cheat code.
Yeah.
By far the most successful clips we ever had from Oops the Podcast were fan-made clips of Shane.
Oh yeah.
That just went like mega viral.
Dude, because those guys make money off of that, like
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like the
Especially
dudes
if you
that
have
did like the
the-
Come Town clips. One of them posted a video of like how much they make because like it was like in the podcast. They clipped out a part of in the podcast about how those guys are making a bunch of money. And the dude, his like last month revenue was like $60,000.
Damn, dude.
Someone could make this money off of us. This is fucking meat on the bones.
Yeah,
Look at that.
seriously.
More. Let's go. Get the number
Yeah,
up.
now the numbers are going up.
Run
Pump
this
it up.
shit up.
Pump it
60K a
up.
month, and all
Pump
of a
it
sudden
up.
they're just jumping to the stream.
60K a month. Think about that. Think about all the things that you could buy. All the Rolexes Francis wouldn't have to sell. Maybe your dancing nephew is going to have to fucking start clipping for the show so we can afford dance lessons.
Mowing some lawns.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
I'm in a little bit of a predicament right now. I think
Okay, I'm
deep
listening.
down in my soul. Well, we don't have a lot of time.
I'm
left,
listening. I'm listening.
But I think deep down in my soul, I came to the conclusion on Sunday. I think I'm still a bigger Patriots fan than I am a Bills fan by a lot.
What?
Yeah.
How did you find that out? Because you got really angry that the Patriots are
It was the first game I've ever watched where I felt like I was gonna cry while watching it. I was so and like my whole body was like numb. I was like standing up against the TV, and then when they didn't call that first down, I was just like, I like didn't know what.
Did
to
you
do
bet
with
on it?
myself for like an hour?
You bet on the game,
I bet on it, but not. I was already up a lot that day,
so it
didn't
wasn't
really
that you were
matter.
losing a ton of
Yeah,
money.
it didn't really matter.
Damn, you're you're going through the emotions of like that what an 8-year-old goes through when they start watching
I
football.
know.
Like why can't my team win every single game?
Yeah,
And it is that's very Patriots fan of you.
yeah.
It's you're in a tough predicament because you've pledged your allegiance to 3 different teams.
Well, I pledged my allegiance to, I guess I did pledge my allegiance to the Eagles as well, but I'm not a huge Eagles fan just because, like, I don't know. The team hasn't really reached out to me. So
Do you know that I told
when the
told
team
Hairball
reaches out
this.
to you, it really changes your fan levels.
I think I told Hairball this where I went to Buffalo Helium and did a show.
Dave
And
Davis called me fat. Did I tell you about that?
Can you just hold on a second?
He did.
Would you mind just
Dude, Dan
That's why you
Sass,
like
you're
the
a
Patriots
You're
now.
a fucking unit.
No, he did.
Swear to God.
When
When I went with Shane the other week.
at the fucking Jets game?
Yeah. He
Oh
was,
my
Damn,
god.
Sass, you're a fucking unit.
That should
now."
be your wake up call.
That
dude.
was my wake up call. I literally like woke up the next day and I ordered those factors online. I was like, I'm back on a. I'm
What were you
back on
about to
healthy
say?
eating.
Hey, you told Hairball what?
no, he stepped on it.
Yeah, but that story is better.
And now we're losing losing viewers since you
Dead
stepped
like a
on it,
lantern
Sass.
fly.
Unbelievable. That was so fucked up.
No, the story is I went to Buffalo, performed. I was up there. I drank the Buffalo Kool-Aid. Really liked it,
It is
and then
awesome.
came home and I think I tweeted or said on my pod, I was like, man, I really like Buffalo. I like the culture. And is it okay for me to become a Buffalo Bills fan? Because I don't really even have a proper team.
Right.
I really like that.
How are
team.
you not a Patriots fan?
Because I grew up, I was born in New Jersey, and we moved to Maine when I was 4.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad
Your
was
dad
a
was
huge
a-
Giants fan.
Yeah.
And so, like, we kind of imported that allegiance.
And then when the Giants are playing the Patriots in the Super Bowls, you can't root for them, so it's gonna have this ingrained counter.
Yeah.
culture
So
thing going.
exactly, it just kind of, I don't know. I feel like I'm a man without a team. And I said out loud, openly, and on the record and in public, like I think I want to become a Buffalo Bills fan. Fast forward some time, and Hairball is doing exactly the same thing for the same reasons.
It's insane.
When the team reaches out to you like that, You obey their
They hit
orders.
me up.
Why do you keep saying they reached out to you? What are you talking about? They reached out to you.
Just like that's like my family.
Who reached out to you? Gabe has fat shamed you. That's not the team reaching out.
He
What are
told
you
me I look
talking about?
good.
Dude, he checked me as a friend.
No, he told
He was
you
like,
you need
I'm telling you this
Ozempic.
as, he's like, I'm telling you this as a mentor.
No, dude.
You're getting big,
And not the good kind.
not the good kind.
Fucking
Mhm.
bad kind.
And then I wanted to call him fat, and I was like, he's just not. I was like, that's not even funny. I was like, he just
See his
isn't.
organs.
Yeah. I was like, he's like 4% body fat. That
Yeah,
doesn't work at all.
He's lean as hell.
Yeah.
And like if you had come at him about anything football related, you'd just be a massive loser.
Yeah, which I wasn't gonna do. So I took it.
Yeah. You're right.
I was like, dude, you're such an ass.
Man. Gabe.
If you knew,
You're such a prick, dude.
I love when we can fucking bust balls like this. I love the give and take. I love the give and give.
if you guys knew the route, excuse me, that a receiver was running just in practice, quarterback and receiver, that's it. And you could go to the place where you knew the ball was going to be delivered. Do you think there's any chance you could defend that pass?
Absolutely not.
I think there's a pretty low chance I could as well. But
I
you're talking
know
to
you
two
couldn't.
bad bodied. No, Francis definitely could. What are you
Absolutely
talking
not.
about? We all have to be honest with ourselves. He has to be honest with himself that he could do that if he knew where it
You
was
think
going to
you're
go.
that fast?
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
He's saying he could get to the spot first.
You're not racing them. You're like, let's say
Point
you're
of attack.
within 3 yards and they have to run their route and you can just move over a couple of feet, be there, and the ball is coming in. And then I guess it's just sort of a jump ball.
I guess.
Hey, find out the answer to that
Yeah,
question
I guess we got to end the show.
on next week's
It's
episode.
gonna be weird having to get used to an hour. I feel like we usually with the yak we would do an hour and a half.
Yeah, whatever. This is good. I think that this will be good to have
Oh,
a
we gotta-
time
yeah, we
constraint
gotta
on the
bounce.
end.
We got to bounce.
Well, I thought it was a fun episode. I hope people enjoyed it.
I think they did.
I think
that
they
was
will.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
content.
Mhm.
People enjoy everything.
No, they don't.
They don't, but they all watched it, so it's fine.
Yeah, they watched it. Hopefully,
There's still got 1,800 people watching.
there'll be
Yeah.
new avenues of hate that people blossom for. There'll be new shit that they want to talk shit about us for. So I'm excited to see all that.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe. We'll be back.
Please subscribe. That's the one way. And if you watch this after the fact, if you listen after the fact, subscribe to this. This will factor into whether we get contracts next year.
Yeah, exactly. Also, go listen to the Matt McCusker episode from yesterday.
Yes, and go check out Francis at the Cellar.
Yeah, Francis is going to be everywhere. I'll be everywhere. I'm in Tampa this weekend. Come see me there.
Phoenix for me. Come out. FrancisEllis.com.
And I got Pizza Fest this weekend, but that's sold
Sick.
out.
Oh, and I'm going to Skankfest next week.
You know how he got on Skankfest?
No.
I got booked on Skankfest. There was no. I told you how I got on Skankfest.
Sounds like there's more to this story.
No, I don't know what that means at all.
What does this mean?
No, I'll tell you later.
I have
Okay.
no idea what that could possibly mean.
Next week.
That's
Tune in.
crazy. That is an asshole move. All right. Thank you guys for listening.